Quiet on the set.
Not quite yet. Alrighty, now let's do this thing. Quiet on the set.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. As the Oracle foretold, two idiots who would misinterpret the news so you don't have to. Live from Deltona, Florida, the avatars themselves, Jack and Laz.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another glorious edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to. Although you do have to question your own personal life choices and ours, because they deserve to be questioned all the time.
Coeur d'Alene with the sub, starting us off on Truck Awesome Friday. Thank you, Coeur d'Alene. Good to see you on set, by the way.
Yes. In Coeur d'Alene, are we playing marbles, going with Shroud news? What are we doing? So your choice, because remember, you can control the programming here.
That's right.
And while we're waiting for an answer to that, giveaways are open on both streams. If you want to get in on the streamer bundle, you do need to do !bundle me on both streams, twitch.tv/NBNN News, twitch.tv/Cynicist. And if you want to get on the Steam key on Laz's side, you need to do !I love free shit.
Steam keys, Dogpaw TV. You won a Steam key yesterday, but I'm still looking for your in-game name. So
for a Steam key?
Sorry,
you mean a streamer bundle.
Streamer bundle.
Oh, okay.
So as you see, I have my streamer bundles open. All you got to do is provide me with your name so that I can go ahead and send that on over to you. But welcome to today's show. Coeur d'Alene said he wants the nudes.
Steam key for my side is going to be Pound the Bootay.
Pound it.
Because, pounding the bootay is always entertaining. But yeah. So did you see the update that someone actually referenced us?
Yes, we'll revisit that in just a minute, which I got a kick out of. Dogpaw TV, I know you're out there. I saw you type in bundle me. So if you want to claim your
in-game
bundle
name
from yesterday, we need your in-game name. Now, somebody had mentioned a game name, but I can't go with that because I don't know if they're fooling with me and telling me, so it goes to them. Yeah.
And he just typed it, so it
Yeah,
is there.
and it is Cosmo DJ. Okay, so and
Okay. Yeah.
300 bits also from Coeur d'Alene. So thank you, Coeur d'Alene, for that as well. That's going to get Coeur d'Alene a mystery game key. And of
Yes.
course, if you want your own mystery game key, just like Coeur d'Alene, you can go ahead
And
and
Tina.
that's going to kick off the hype train? No, not
Maybe.
yet. Close.
Oh,
Close,
hold
because
on.
Coeur d'Alene did both the sub and the bits. So there you
Yeah.
go. To Cosmo DJ, Dogpaw TV, getting his streamer bundle. There we go.
Oh, and a sub on my side from Lomir.
And 300 more bits from Coeur d'Alene. So that's game key, game key. Tina, you're going to get the choice. Change the programming or not.
As well as Lomir. Do you want news or do you want marbles? Was that marbles I heard?
All right, and
Okay.
Tina also wants a random track. So,
Yeah.
Coeur d'Alene, unfortunately, your news is going to get preempted for the moment.
It's a okay, and then I have a new follower, Dogpaw TV. Thank you for that, Dogpaw. Don't forget, enter the giveaways.
Good boy. Good boy.
Yes. Let me know when you've got your map up. I have the lucky few loaded on my side.
Slippery slopes loaded up on my side.
Oh. Da, 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 da.
And we have 3 minutes left to kick off a hype train if anybody's interested in doing that. But meanwhile, it's time for us to click that start button.
In 3, 2, 1, start. Oh man. What are we going to do?
69 seconds as I go over and look up some game keys so that we can get some game keys out to some people. And Coeur d'Alene is going to get himself 2 game keys. He's going to get himself a copy of Interrogation. You Will Be Deceived.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And Interrogation is on sale, it looks like. Let's find Coeur d'Alene first off. But it's been a while since we've seen him here winning a... There we go. Here's the first game key, and that is currently $2.59. Retail value $12.99. And then he's also going to get a copy of Val Faris Mech Therion.
Nice. Nice. And
which
we
is
are
$19.99 as we
starting.
Get ready to drop down.
Yeah, I got to get through a little hazard before we start dropping down. It looks like Laz is going to be the first one to hit a tube on the lucky few.
Dogpaw TV out in front.
Yes, and don't forget the rules for marbles. If you win, we send you in-game scrolls. If Laz or myself wins, you get to send me all of your scrolls.
And Tina is going to get a copy of the Innsmouth case, worth $12.49, currently on sale for $1.24.
Yes. Like all great things, he who says the rules makes the rules.
All right, Stymie now out in front.
Yes,
and he held
Lomir
on.
Has stolen the lead from you, Laz.
Boo.
I'm in third, now fourth. Damn. You have almost caught up to Lomir.
We have a fight. Knight Rider just took it away.
Oh.
We're going to be getting to the slippery slopes, and that's going to change things up as we get to those. So we will see how that affects everybody.
Yes. Lomir still in the lead, but you are still right on his ass as we hit a mixing bowl, and you know what happens in mixing bowls.
I'm small. I don't have an ass.
Some people get very confused and hang out in the bowl for way too long.
Yep, and it looks like the hype train possibilities are
Oh,
going poof right now. So
Lomir lost the lead to Knight Rider, who decided that he wanted to take a different path. And now we've got a hamster ball.
I ain't catching up to him. I'm coming to catch you, Knight Rider.
Coming to catch you. Oh, Stymie ejected. Knight Rider has exited. Laz ejected.
oh, boo.
Oh man, and no moving basket at the end, so it looks like Knight Rider is going to be getting some scrolls from me.
That Cynicist somehow took the lead way out in front of everybody.
What? I like that.
I don't know how that happened, but you managed to slip and
Oops.
slide right past everybody.
I almost mailed scrolls to the wrong person. That would have been unfortunate.
But of course, now you have to survive the jump.
Okay. Will I survive the jump?
I don't know. Up and away. Does he make it? And no, Cynicist ejected. Dogpaw TV taking a shot at it. And Dogpaw TV making it into the basket for the win. There's Dogpaw's first, Andrew Night Owl second. Here I come and Knight Rider. And both of us stick the landing. Quarter lane. Sticks it. Bounces in. Nightly Ember. There's a name I'm not familiar with. And the only one ejected was Cynicist.
What? So everybody gets to send me their scrolls?
You were ejected.
Oh,
You were ejected. You didn't win nothing.
Damn.
But Dogpaw gets himself some scrolls, which is cool. Let's see if he's not there. Sorry. Oops.
Yes.
Tina's
like, no hype trains. He only wants a real train pulled on him. That's your choice there, Tina. But if you have a child, make sure and name them Thomas.
So you can ride a train.
So he can be the train.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to pull the first giveaway, I guess, and then you can pull.
I think so. I will pull the second.
Next one,
you can pull the third.
I will pull the third.
Etc., etc., etc.
So we're going to get a Tale of Paper refolded edition coming up for our current winner, which is going to be a $19.99 as we close it out and pull the winner. And attempted to pull the winner 5 times, but sadly we could not pull a winner because stupid stuff here. So do I have to log out of here and re-log in? Is that what the problem is? After I reset everything today? After I reset everything, so hold on. I'm going to have to do this manual. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alexa, roll 10D. Oh. Alexa, stop. Alexa, roll a D10. Sorry. Alexa, roll a D10. And that's 9. And Andrea, Kill on Sight, is going to get that win. as I'm going to have to reset this whole thing. So you're going to have to give me a minute as we get Andrea his game key. And then I have to reopen the Streamlabs chat bot, and hopefully that will allow me to do things properly. But meanwhile, we got to get the next track up.
I have On Thin Ice loaded on my side.
We've got the space station, so let's get
Oh,
to
that's
it, because that's a long one.
Gonna take a while. Yeah. We are clicking start in 3, 2, 1. Start. That gives you 69 seconds to do exclamation mark play on both streams. Like Laz might do it eventually on my side. If he ever remembers to hit the up arrow and hit enter, because we use Chatty for that, which makes it relatively easy. And Laz is always confused about that process and forgets to join in on my side, hurting my odds of not having to send out scrolls. Yes. Hi,
Andrew
Tyrion.
says, Laz, wife and I voted this morning, 3 hour and 45 minutes to the voting location. Where the fuck do you live that it's 3 hours to the voting location? My goodness.
Wow, that is crazy. I mean, my since I live,
that's like an 8 hour round trip. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it was. I think he's talking the back and forth and the waiting and everything else. Like his entire process took that long. Like
no, he says 3 hour and 45 minute drive to the voting location.
Oh,
he says. Yeah, to.
Oh,
wow, words matter. So yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
That's un-American to be so far away from your voting location.
Yeah.
Hey, he says he lives in the sticks. For that, man, yeah, I would be voting by mail, but
yeah. Well, like as I said, the county I live in only has 3 early voting locations.
Andrew Night Owl. See, now the interesting thing about Florida is we have plenty of voting locations, and during early voting, my understanding is you can go anywhere. Whereas on the day of, if you haven't voted early, you actually have to go to your local precinct on the day of.
Yeah.
So they make it easy to do while we're doing early voting. As Andrew Night Owl is out in the lead with Lomir, giving chase, trying to steal that lead.
Morgan, for those 300 bits.
Morgan,
do you have a copy of Tropico 4 Steam Special Edition?
Good game.
Yeah, because if you do not, Morgan, then you will be receiving this game.
It tells me Andrew's in first, but he's not, which is really weird. It's actually Lomir.
Is okay. So, where is Morgan?
Is my name on the list?
On my list. I guess I have not sent Morgan a Steam key before. There you go. And let's just do a search for Tropico for $15, or the Steam Special Edition might be more than that.
Just got ejected. As Lomir.
There you go. That is your key.
Way out front.
And Knight Rider was victorious on my side again.
Dogpaw redeemed a prize and timed out Jackson assist as Lomir loses his...
I timed out?
No, you were timed out by somebody.
How was I timed out?
Because I give them the option to time you out in chat.
So he can shut me up in chat? Because I type so much shit in chat. But my Steam key winner is going to be Dogpaw TV.
And Dogpaw is in the lead now. Stole the lead from Lomir.
Okay. And Dogpaw is going to be getting a copy of Chasm.
And Dogpaw looks like he's
'Cause
on track to beat a track record.
Dogpaw has a gaping hole somewhere.
He's got the pace ball beat right now.
Yeah, man. Let's see.
But the pace ball is trying to keep pace. But
Yes.
Dogpaw is way ahead of the pace ball at the moment. Let's see what happens.
So the real question is, should I have done the fun thing and like acted like I was actually muted on my own channel while Now, do we have one more game of marbles after this or no?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
And
I do need to reset my Steam key giveaway.
Is in for the win, and does he get a record on that? Doesn't look like it. Plus 22 seconds, even though the pace ball just came in. But Dogpaw is going to get himself some scrolls again, and Jack's turn to give away a game key.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I already did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That went to Dogpaw after Dogpaw muted me on your channel.
I think somebody better go get himself a lottery ticket.
You did not
today.
notice me scratching the side of my nose for Dogpaw after Dogpaw won.
I'm not looking. Yeah, I wasn't looking over there. I had other things to pay attention to over here.
Got porn to look at.
But meanwhile, there's only 2 people in the giveaway, which if you all don't want a mystery game key, that's fine by me. But if you all want to get in on this next one, you need to type in exclamation I love free shit, because we got one more game to get through, and then we'll get to some nudes.
I've got the Bongo Boogie loaded up on my side.
I've got multi-lane madness as we are ready to click start.
We are clicking start in 3, 2, 1, start. Okay, don't forget, 300 bits, you can get a Steam key for yourself or take the chances of winning on a giveaway. And we have given away games that range anywhere from 99 cents to $120. It's completely random. We do not know what they are. It comes across as mystery game key, and then we just have to reveal it, and then we know what the name is.
That's right.
So, yes.
It's a total mystery to us until we actually pull it open. So
that is right. And which also means sometimes we do get some duplicates in there, and since Laz and I are both buying similar bundles, there's all kinds of good games in there.
That's right. It's 15 seconds as we drop on down. And Noob Skyblabber with 300 more bits. So Noob is going to get himself a mystery game key as well. As we drop down for some multi-lane madness.
Oh. On the Bongo Boogie, Tina takes the early lead.
And Noob is going to get himself a copy of Undetected.
Now Coeur d'Alene in the lead. Oh, nice. Morgan in the lead. Coeur d'Alene right behind him. Oh, Coeur d'Alene taking over the lead until Tina blows right past him.
As we got Andrew Night Owl out in front.
Yeah, Coeur d'Alene back in the lead.
And
the Bongo Boogie definitely needs some more bongos. Oh, Coeur d'Alene missed a jump.
Ejected.
Tina in the lead now. Until Morkin launches over his head. And Morkin in the basket for the victory on my side.
And who is it, Andrew or Dogpaw? Who is coming out first? Looks like Andrew, but
Me.
hard to say here in this
It's
whirlwind.
okay.
Undetected, $14.99 retail value on sale for $5.99 as Andrew Night Owl. Looks like he's going to drop in for the win right ahead of Dogpaw TV. Dogpaw, nice try. Frankie, what's up? Welcome to the show today. As Noob Skyblabber, let me get you your key real quick before we pull the next one. And hopefully reopening that will have fixed my problems. And there you go, Noob Skyblabber. Congratulations. As we get ready to pull the next game key, going to be a copy of Vanaris Tactics. Vanaris Tactics going out to somebody worth $9.99. As I close the giveaway, pick myself a winner, and that's Lomir. Fucking Lomir. Lomir, do you want it?
Oh, fuck yeah. And we do while you're waiting for Lomir to ask that, Corderline does have a question for Jack.
Lomir,
Why are
yes,
you always
no?
in South Drockfold Spur? Well, to answer that question, if you want to farm taming artifacts, other than the helms, okay, the best location to farm taming artifacts is the South Drockfold Spur, which is a tier 2 plus scene, and find the Razorback Destroyers. As we mentioned yesterday, based off of the drop rate for the Rings of the Ringmaster, which is about 5% off those Razorback Destroyers, thanks to a little AI help, and we'll get back to AI comments in a little bit. You have to kill about 5,625 of those fuckers in order to
not
get.
Quite true.
What?
If you go with Tina's meme, you don't really know what random really is on that one. But Lomir, do you want the game or not?
Yeah,
I need to know.
Yeah.
Game.
So
the game was Vanaris Tactics.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you do have to kill an absolute fuck ton of Razorback Destroyers, which have 30,000 hit points. So you're going to be doing all kinds of shit.
Okay.
Currently,
is that a yes? Is that a no? I don't know if you were talking over him or whether he's answering or.
He said something. What'd you say, Lomir?
Sorry, I didn't have my mic in front of my face. I'm going to pass on it.
Yeah, pass. That's what I need to know so I can pick the next winner. And that next winner is going to be Noob Skyblabber. Now I can reset the giveaways. There we go.
And out of that 5,000, I've killed approximately 1,500. And I only have one legendary Ring of the Ringmaster. And on the way, I am missing 15 common rings in order to craft a second legendary ring. So, I'm going to end up about 2,000 before I get
his comment. You said a mob has 5% drop rate. How many mobs do I need to kill? And Tina's answer was unknown. The law of independent trials say you can't know.
Yeah. Well, you're estimating about how many you have to kill.
And then, of course, one of my favorite all-time Dilberts is the random number generator. Tour of accounting. Here we have our random number generator. 9,
it's
9, 9, 9,
Yes.
9, 9. Yeah, are you sure that's random? That's the problem with a random numbers. You can never be sure. That's right. Whereas here in Shroud of the Avatar, it's 3, 3, 3, 3.
Yes.
We know how that works here. Yeah.
Yeah, so it is one where it's like that, and I know some safe spots, so I am frequently AFK when I'm out there. Some people will like teleport into the scene, start killing mobs, and then they'll leave after they see me standing there, and frequently with an AFK tag over my head. So that's what I'm doing out there.
That's
Mostly
Shroud,
AFK
baby. That's right.
and doing random shit. And the number that need to be killed, it's like it's absolutely silly. But if you actually look at my other taming gear, everything else is epic.
All right.
So I have all the other things except for the rings.
That time
And
of the
I'm
day.
going to stop at the second legendary because I'm fucking bored of this shit. But you ready to go to
The giveaways? Yes.
the giveaway for the
TV.
bottom
One
of
more
the
time
hour.
today. Dogpaw's
The
killing
streamer
it today.
bundle. I did getting lucky. I get to send more stuff to Knight Rider because Knight Rider won mine.
Very cool. Dogpaw, go get yourself a lottery ticket today, brother.
Yeah. If you win a lot of cash, feel free to be kind of generous to Laz and myself because we could both use the money.
Indeed.
I'm going to be if I ever win the lottery or Publishers Clearinghouse.
Yeah.
I'll buy all sorts of things.
All right, moving right along.
Okay, and thanks for that single bit there, Conjurer. Are you ready to get back to the topic related to Unity upgrade in 2025? Because someone actually did reference us.
Yes, we got a nice little mention yesterday, and again, I don't think that the poster, yes, will we see a Unity update in 2025 has been the hot topic of the week.
Yes.
As Cat 2, I guess, has been following our progress, but I don't think he's quite understanding what we said either. So,
well, it is one where there's no telling what we said because we don't know what the fuck we're saying half the time.
I know what I was said and I was referring to, and we'll get to that after this. But start with Cat 2's latest post from yesterday.
To add, AI tools like GitHub Copilot is daily in use, integrated to my development environment. It's most helpful when you do stuff that others have also done, writing tests, figuring out algorithms, and even bigger stuff. However, when you do something that has no context material, it can't find example from its sources. It starts to do dumb shit. It suggests trivial stuff and goes all wrong.
Yeah,
it does not handle new stuff. Absolutely.
Got no argument with that, but that's not what we're referring to. So let's get that clear.
It makes stupid typos, and you have to understand that code to make it work. This upgrading stuff is so huge that you cannot just input the project into ChatGPT and ask for an upgrade. You can't just say, write this and expect it to work in the old game.
Yes, again, not what we said and not what we were referring to.
Then AI is helpful, but it does not replace a teammate. When shit hit the fans, it's glorified text predictor that works in some stuff and not at all for others. Absolutely agree with you. ChatGPT is just, or any GPT, it is just an augment and cannot thoroughly ever replace someone with a knowledge base. Okay. It can simplify things. It can make things. Occasionally, it can find things that you may have missed.
Let's finish his comments so that I can make my comments here.
To NBNN guys, I have AI 7.5 hours a day active while working for over a year already. I pay for a personal license on top of that to use it in my free time.
Okay, so Going back to what we referenced, what we were referring to, and the multiple paths for the upgrade that have been missed already because, we're now on to Unity 6 and there are many, many years. The concept that was tossed out there, especially by myself, was to take what we have as code, throw it into the new version of the OS, the system, and compile it. And then anything that did not compile properly is where you would ask AI for assistance. I did not blanket say, give it all the code and let it try and compile it for Unity. That would be ludicrous, absolutely. But if you throw all the code into Unity 6 and say, okay, compile this and put it together for me, you're going to get errors because, legacy shit. And then at that point, then you could go ahead and take each individual script that does not compile, throw it through AI, and see if you can get some help. That was all we said about it. We didn't say take all the code and say, write this in Unity 6 for us. That is not what we said. That is not what we alluded to, at all. So just to be clear on that, you take the whole project, you dump it into Unity 6, you compile it, and see what compiles and what does not compile. Because, the compiler may, compile a lot more than you think it does. I don't think it will, personally. And, but how do I resolve this missing dependency? Like Google, absolutely. But, and again, we're not saying that, you're asking the AI to write this stuff. As you say, when you do something that has no context materials, things it cannot find examples from, no, we're taking stuff that already has a pre-written, pre-composed source code, and we're asking it to find what problems is in the source code and get the syntax properly because it's already written out. As you say, it can do algorithms and even bigger stuff and figuring that out, but we're not talking about starting from scratch here. We're talking about taking already written code that doesn't compile in the new version of the operating system and then running that through, because that would take a whole bunch of pressure off people who don't know how to write the code properly. But yes, it would also take somebody who understands the code to know whether it's actually working properly or not. I got to give you that one too.
I will also say that we also, the team itself has a serious knowledge deficit right now, because I don't believe there's anyone on the team that understands the back-end architecture that would be capable of doing things like the shaders and upgrading and replacing shaders.
That would be one problem. The other problem is I don't think there's anybody who's really actually a code writer either.
Yeah. No, so the number of, and we are aware of that because of things like people that haven't logged into the forums or even their game account. And I will use Devil Cult as an example of that. Hasn't logged into the game or the forums since December of last year. So these things make upgrades even more problematic. The time when there was a staff would have been, and this is under the guise of Portalarium, to actually start that upgrade process and get rid of old functionality. Like, we still have tech that's still here from Unity 4. There has to be, at some point in time, an upgrade of some sort, because any modern gaming system realistically has issues because none of the problems are resolvable.
Yeah, so somebody said, Quarter Lane says, Ravlox pretty much said that in the last stream. Couldn't tell you because, haven't watched a stream recently.
Yeah.
There is just so much activity going on out here
Yeah.
today. It's ridiculous.
And Tina, yes, that is the problem I'm talking about. That knowledge deficit. Um, and he says, I don't think anyone really knows what the code is supposed to do. So asking for fixes requires at least a working knowledge of what working looks like. And Stymie has a follow-up question. Is there not enough money to hire a contractor for a month or so to do the conversion? I'd manage a Unity expert could knock that out in no time. Well, that is going to be problematic because of the way that they were using things like shaders early on. Because some scenes had like 1,000 different shaders.
Yeah, I'm going to say that trying to hire somebody to do that, they would take one look at that code and run away screaming, looking for a mental health facility to get their sanity back after looking at some of the code that's been written.
And part of that has to do with the way that the project was designed, because one of the things that they used to brag about was Shroud of the Avatar was the largest Unity project out there as far as size, in that the project itself was hundreds of gigs. And I think that's hundreds of gigs of unoptimized code that probably could have been greatly reduced.
Because optimize at every pass, which is apparently not necessary in the new Unity 6, according to what we read the other day.
And Katu is joined the thing, the Discord or chat to say, I already offered myself, but I don't think they can afford me. I can write plugins for the client, so I have quite good understanding of the client in the shitty architecture.
Yes. Well, see, another problem we have, Katu, is that when they decided to go at Unity, again, we harp on this quite often, is the idea was they would be able to go out to the Unity store, grab assets, and just drop them in as plugins because they were already pre-made. Big problem was somebody in their infinite wisdom decided to fuck around with the scaling in the game, which means that everything that they get off the Unity Asset Store would not scale properly when just dropped in as a plug-in package, okay? One of the things that I was looking forward to when they were originally allowing us to have access to asset packs was that we would be able to play with Unity, design our own stuff, offer it up to them, and have them evaluate it, and then drop it into the game. So that would allow us, the players, to help them create the universe, the world, and all the other lore and everything else associated with the game. But they decided that after they realized what they did, that they, even though the asset packs are still available to people, they're not accepting anybody's, what's the word, not suggestions, but offerings, as it may be, because they would have to be totally reworked to rescale with what somebody did to get it to fit properly, which was the biggest mistake that was made. Contributions. Thank you, Condra. They're not accepting contributions because the way you would take and scale it using the asset packs wouldn't come out properly against the scale that they actually have in game. So a developer would still have to take the work you did or I did or somebody else did and rework it from scratch again. So it made no sense, which of course beat the whole point of having Unity in the first place to death. I mean, so, and that put a big problem in the path of this whole development, because everything then had to be done custom scale instead of just being able to go buy something off the Unity store, drop it in, buy something off the Unity store, drop it in, buy something off the Unity store, drop it in, and work with it that way. So anyway,
and it is something that Laz and I frequently point out. And like, it's very easy to see the problems related to scale, or the fact that the units of measurement in Shroud of the Avatar, okay?
Yes.
When you look at distance measures, okay, all of the items related to owning a player-owned town, okay, the map is supposed to be 1 kilometer square, okay?
Every map is supposed to be
parlance.
1 kilometer square.
1 kilometer square, okay? After that, it goes all the way down to row-lots. The unit of measurement for that is meters. Okay. So
follow us so far.
So when you end up with, let's go look at your trophy fish real quick. Okay. So when you start thinking units of measure and consistency, you end up with, okay, so I'm looking at the tiger shark specifically, and it has a measurement of 4.179. That's how long the fish was. Okay. Does this look like something that is 4 meters long?
Well, you know, what is a row-lot? A row-lot is 15 by what?
Yes, but so I'm aware that, hey, it gets resized to some sort of standard size, which this would be approximately 2 meters.
It's Shroud math made with math.
Yes. But when it comes to things like your attacks, okay, because
you gonna attack the dummy. Let's go attack the dummy. Let's go watch Jack attack the dummy with the sword.
Yeah, I mean it's
or even better, try it with a fist. Yeah, a fist attack.
Okay.
First off, yeah, he's hitting that dummy, but with the sword, but he's nowhere near it. Same thing here. He's hitting that dummy, but how far away from that dummy is he that he's making contact? Yeah. Let's see. I could stand in between him, shoulder length, and still have room to spare, and he's still hitting the dummy. Even though I am standing in his way, he's still causing damage to the dummy. Yes. Now step back and bring the sword out. That's even funnier.
So I will use something like Ice Fist, okay?
Yeah.
Because that has a range of 3. Okay. So
you
I
can
hit
move
it there.
Backwards. Yeah. There you go.
So I missed it there.
There you go.
And I hit it there. Now, but when you start looking at every single item, you end up with certain things that are inconsistently applied. And like the sword doesn't tell me the range that I can hit.
Absolutely.
There. You actually have to go to, I believe that it's somewhere in the skill somewhere.
Yeah. Let's swing that sword and let's see how close you have to be. Yeah. See, that's a good 2 body lengths at least.
Yeah. So you end up with lots of inconsistencies, and that inconsistency applies not just to length of items. It also applies to weights of items. And you end up with all of this inconsistency that where do things actually lie, and how do you actually handle them? Which becomes a nightmare as far as looking up code, looking up things, and it requires a lot more custom hands-on stuff because standards got thrown out the door because we're using a mix of imperial units and metric units with no rhyme or reason.
Physically on a train right now?
Possibly.
He says next stop Union Station, and I'm like, he wasn't joking when he says on the train. So you actually on the train?
And I have no idea who this is. Hold on for a second.
You're live on the air. Yeah. Yes, he is. Okay. Where are you traveling to? Unusual that you're, first off, that you're on a train and you've got a connection. I guess there's Wi-Fi on the train.
Hey, someone wants to sell me a home warranty. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that shit.
The link that Moobot posts for swag is broken. Which link are you talking about?
NBNN.info link, probably. But if we go back to the rest of Scan4 did follow up with, well, given as it stands, the game performance degrades badly over time on the majority of modern gaming PCs, and the old version of Unity has been fingered as the cause. I'd say it's pretty much required if the game is ever going to move forward. I've brought people into the game who have been badly put off by the bad performance on a high-end gaming rig. We have been harping on the game performance for nearly 8 to 10 years. And that's
you're right.
because Laz and myself spend a lot of idle time in a scene that was designed in Unity 4, which has absolute shit performance, and we get 30 frames per second in here if we're lucky.
What is it? Slash debug?
Slash debug, yeah.
Let's see how many frames I'm getting right now. Actually,
I was in the 20s.
New machine, I'm getting 45, 46 right now, just sitting here. So, but let's see what happens when I get up and walk around a little bit, because this is a new machine. And I drop down to 30s, 35, 37, 38, 36.
Yeah.
But I get a lot better frame rate, and I'm also running at full graphics capacity now, compared to where I used to not be doing that. So I'm getting about 45 frames a second these days. So doing a lot better.
Part of that problem is related to LODs. Okay. Yeah. So the level of detail based off of the visual range. If you go into your video controls, you can actually play around with the slider and look at things in the distance. Okay. Other things should change based off of the distance, and any of like the what are the speed tree assets, which are the trees in game and some of the plants and things like that. You can easily see that level of detail change. Other things, like the chests that are on the lot, do not have any separate LODs. So if you are, and so all of that impacts your rendering locally and at a distance. So there's so many things that needed to be fixed, and when you end up with problems. Yes, rabbit's level of detail makes them invisible if too far away. Yeah. Yes, it's the stupid stuff they do with the mono behaviors. They never sleep, so it's just keeps calling updates to every single item, no matter what you do. The rendering, yes, everything was being rendered. So it's like they started trying to do like stupid simple fixes by adding things like in-game options for like pulling stuff. What are some of the other options related to video shit that no one really, the GPU occlusion stuff, and they never really help people, and you end up with
and then of course
so many like half-assed fixes. Yeah.
All right, but anyway, let's
so
get to
many
this.
half-assed fixes.
Let's get to the last comment by Cat 2. And Cat 2, thank you for joining us in conversation today. We do appreciate it. That's why we are here.
And if you're learning new things about the game from us, that's what we're here for. Upgrading the engine does not automatically improve neither graphics nor performance.
Good
you have to
point.
actually use the new
Good
stuff, which
point.
is
That's
absolutely true. Shaders and such need to be changed, and I bet everything in the game is Unity's mono behaviors, and when overused will eat performance. Yes. That's why for years we've also talked about the Unity best practices of refactoring at every single
Optimize
step.
at every pass. Optimize at every pass.
Yeah.
Write a script, optimize. Write a script, optimize. Not write 20 scripts, then try and optimize.
Mm-hmm. Or write a script, never optimize, never readjust LODs, never change.
Write script for 2 years, then try an optimization pass.
Yeah. And then support for newer cards would bring performance for sure, but at the same time, using old shaders, old rendering pipeline, it's not just do it and it will make it pretty performative. That is also absolutely true. They actually have to adjust the code to support the newer features.
Absolutely.
Is it doable? Yes. Worth to spend all the time on the team for months with no guarantee of money? I don't think so. Supposedly, and this is before the crash of last year, that remember when the game was down for 2 weeks?
You mean 2 years ago?
Oh, 2 years ago?
It's been 2 year, yeah, because
Fuck. It seems like yesterday. Devil Cult was supposedly a month or two from us upgrading everything to Unity 2021. Supposedly. And he was the only one working on it. So where do these things lie? We can list a ton of projects that our team has told us that they are working on.
I mean, like flexible placement, adding new combos, jumping horses.
Yes, coming imminently that we do not ever actually see the light of day.
Yeah. And again, these are just off the top of our head. We go back and pick. We can probably come up with a list that would just really wobble the mind. But Cat2 says, I have fantasies that someday I have enough time to create a plugin that just tries to improve performance. That's a cool realization. I don't even play the game anymore.
That they will pull heads out of ass, recognize what their real business plan is, readjust those resources, and actually do the things that they have said that they are going to do for a very long time, instead of trying to bullshit the community by saying we're not responsible for the old guard's decisions.
Yeah, well, the old guard and the new guard are the same guards, just under different names.
Yes, exactly. And you can argue that all day long, because Chris Spears was promoted to the CEO of Portalarium. Chris Spears, as CEO, sold the assets of Portalarium. As far as we know, unfortunately, subscriptions still go to Portalarium, to Catnip Games, which is owned and managed by Chris Spears. So the same person is still in charge of shit.
It's managed by it. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, who then passed shit off to Ravalox, and he's abandoned all
Combos are easy. That's right.
Yeah. Combos are easy. Yes.
And you know what's even easier? Is those giveaways that I never
giveaways and pulling. Oh, you forgot to give away.
I forgot to reopen it. So
I get to open up a trade window with Coeur d'Alene.
Anybody who wants a chance at a streamer bundle, better type bundle me real quick and get on in for it. Meanwhile, we'll be looking for a Steam key giveaway.
So, Lomir, did you want a copy of Devilated?
No.
No. So that means that is going to the Savage Furry. If I can ever find the Savage Furry's name. If this would put things in like some sort of order,
You would
that would
think.
be great.
Yes. I got a copy of Mortal Shell. We're at $29.99 going out to one lucky viewer. Yes, so I'm going to close that giveaway
it is.
and pick a winner. And Lomir,
$20.
Lomir, you going to take a copy of Mortal Shell, or you going to give it away to somebody?
I'm going to give it away.
All right, next winner is
Dog
going
call.
to be.
Glad you could get that.
Lomir, you won again? How did that happen? You can't win twice.
It just randomly pulls shit.
No, once somebody's been pulled, it's supposed to go ahead and remove them from the list. That's the
it doesn't. It doesn't.
Dwip, you are the winner of Mortal Shell. We're at $30, so let's get that to Dwip, and then I will go back over and pull the streamer bundle giveaway, and then we're gonna get out of here because I have a party to throw for Mom's birthday tonight.
Hey, tell her I said happy birthday.
That's right. And before we get out of here, we're just gonna go ahead and say happy birthday to Mom. And
yes,
say it. Happy. Sing it. Do you? Do you?
all right, yes, we have the whole family coming in from all over the place to celebrate Mom's 80th birthday today. Her actual birthday is on Sunday. Lomir, you got the streamer bundle, so congratulations to you there. And I will just hand you one right there because you're sitting right next to me. And congratulations. And of course, thank you all. Tattoo, thank you again for joining us. Thank you for the comments. He says, great show you guys have. We do appreciate it. We're here 5 days a week, except for the weeks where we're not here 5 days a week, which happens from time to time. But meanwhile, we got to run. It is Fruck Awesome Friday, and we got to get on with the weekend, and I got to get on with the big party tonight. So, yes. We'll be back with more
Thursday
on Monday. Yeah, right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
I'm Lomir.
And we are NBNN. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you all on Monday.
Bye-bye.